There's a very good reason why the Peugeot 308 has won numerous accolades around the globe, including the prestigious European Car of the Year title. This is a vehicle that epitomizes everything that's new and advanced about hatchback design and technology, including a small capacity turbo engine, lightweight construction, slippery aerodynamics, and innovative ergonomics. Now, with the advent of the Peugeot 308 GT, this car also gets some real pep. What's not to like?
That's a good question. Even before the arrival of this GT model, the South African motoring media agreed that the 308 is a fine car, up there with the very best in its class. And yet, sales remain modest by mainstream hatchback standards. It's true that the Peugeot brand doesn't enjoy the equity or loyalty of mainstream brands like Volkswagen or Toyota, even if the French marque has a well-established heritage on the African continent. But if anything, being a little left of centre should be an advantage in a segment ruled by blandness and predictability.
There's certainly nothing wrong with the styling of the 308. It's a shapely machine with chunky proportions and a streamlined silhouette. This latest GT version gets added visual muscle thanks to a subtle body kit, larger wheels and gloss black accents.
The LED headlights are partnered with arc-shaped LED daytime running lights, while the taillights also use LED technology to create Peugeot's characteristic three-claw lighting signature. The gloss black apron is home to neatly integrated exhaust tailpipes. The same black finish highlights the exterior mirrors, while tinted windows and blacked-out B-pillars emphasize the GT's sporty demeanor.
The interior continues that theme with heavily bolstered bucket seats, upholstered in both leather and Alcantara, red stitching throughout, aluminium pedals and stainless steel sill finishes. All a reminder, of course, that this is the sportiest member of the Peugeot 308 family, at least for now.
Like all new generation 308s, the GT uses Peugeot's controversial iCockpit concept, which combines a small steering wheel with high-mounted instruments and a head-up display. You look over the steering wheel rather than through it. The arrangement works well as long as you approach it with an open mind, but tall folk might still find the ergonomic compromise unacceptable. Equipment levels are comprehensive, with a large colour screen a particular highlight.
A 1600cc engine might not sound too promising for a car bearing the GT badge, but as its 151 kilowatt maximum output proves, this car has got plenty of pep. That's thanks to a twin-scroll turbocharger, direct fuel injection and variable valve timing. On the torque side, 285 Newton meters is generous, and it also is available at just 1,750 RPM.
A 6-speed manual gearbox with nicely stacked ratios delivers the engine's urge to the front wheels. Consider also that the 308 weighs only 1,200 kilograms, which translates into a very useful power-to-weight ratio of 125 kilowatt a ton. The result is a car that always feels faster and more responsive than expected.
But how quick is the Peugeot 308 GT really? Well, it's not going to beat a Volkswagen Golf GTI, but it is fairly swift. The 0 to 100 times 7.5 seconds, top speed 235 kilometers an hour. But what's really impressive about this car is its flexibility and its tractability, which are key elements in terms of driver enjoyment.
Adding to that enjoyment is a super chassis that finds just the right compromise between involving handling and smooth composure. The steering is precise with decent feedback, and the damping irons out most road irregularities while still allowing a clear dialogue between car and driver. The 308 stance remains neutral until you push into a tight corner with too much enthusiasm, at which point mild understeer will scrub off some of the speed. Come off the loud pedal and the Peugeot will tighten its line without scaring the driver. The result is a balanced, confident handling package.
The 308 GT is a rewarding car to drive with intent, yet refined enough to tackle long distances without compromising comfort. Add the contemporary styling, a very smart interior, and a 100,000 kilometer 5-year full maintenance plan, and this is a car that deserves a lot more buyer attention.
With an eager turbo engine, a finely tuned chassis and styling that turns heads for all the right reasons, the Peugeot 308 GT is an attractive proposition from every angle, with engaging dynamics to match. High equipment and safety levels are a further advantage. However, the Peugeot brand remains undervalued.